Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Revana Shahira from class 4A, majoring in Islamic Community Development. Today, I will explain about the role of Islamic organizations in Dakwah in Indonesia and reflections on the problem of Islamic organizations in Indonesia. Islamic organizations have an important role in spreading Islamic teachings and helping society in many aspects of life. However, they also face several challenges in modern times. First, there is the role of Islamic organizations. Islamic organizations help spread Islamic teachings in an organized and effective way. They can reach many people in different areas of society. Besides religious activities, they also help build social and moral values in the community. These organizations become a bridge between religion and society because they guide people not only in worship but also in daily life. Next, there are the forms of da'wah. Da'wah is not only done through lectures or sermons in mosques, it is also carried out through education, social activities, and media. For example, Islamic organizations establish schools, universities, hospitals, and charity programs. Today, da'wah is also spread through television, YouTube, Instagram, and other digital media. Because of this, Islamic teachings can reach more people, especially young generations. Then, there are some examples of Islamic organizations in Indonesia. Nahdlatul Ulama is known for its traditional approach based on pesantren or Islamic boarding schools. NU also focuses on maintaining local culture and religious traditions. Muhammadiyah has a more modern approach. It focuses on education, healthcare, and social services. Muhammadiyah has established many schools, universities, and hospitals in Indonesia. Meanwhile, Persis encourages Muslims to return to the Quran and Sunnah as the main guidance in Islam. After that, there are contributions of Islamic organizations. These organizations help improve education, social welfare, and religious understanding in society. They also provide humanitarian help, support poor communities, and encourage unity among Muslims. Through these activities, Islamic organizations contribute greatly to the development of Indonesian society. Lastly, there are some challenges faced by Islamic organizations. One challenge is the difference in views between groups, which can sometimes create conflict. Another challenge is political influence, where some organizations become too involved in practical politics. In addition, some organizations also face problems with regenerations because not many young people are active in organizational activities. Now, let's move to the second topic, which is reflections on the problem of Islamic organizations in Indonesia. First, there are internal problems. Some organizations still have weak management system and lack regenerations among younger members. There are also differences in understanding that sometimes create disagreements inside the organizations. Next, there are external problems. Islamic organizations are influenced by globalizations, modernizations, and digital media. Today, information spreads very quickly on social media, including misinformation and hate speech. This becomes a challenge for Islamic organizations in maintaining unity and positive da'wah. Then, there are conflicts and divisions between groups caused by differences in perspectives and lack of tolerance. These conflicts can weaken unity among Muslims if they are not handled wisely. Therefore, Islamic organizations need to promote tolerance, respect differences, and strengthen cooperation between groups. After that, there is the direction of dakwah. Sometimes, dakwah activities become too focused on material aspects or popularity. As a result, the real purpose of dakwah, which is guiding people toward goodness, becomes less visible. Because of this, dakwah should focus more on educating and helping society sincerely. Finally, Islamic organizations should continue improving themselves by strengthening unity, improving quality of members, and carrying out wise and relevant dakwah. They also need to adapt to modern developments while still maintaining Islamic values. In this way, Islamic organizations can continue contributing positively to Indonesian society. In conclusion, Islamic organizations have an important role in spreading Islamic teachings and helping society. Although they face many challenges, they still have a big contribution to education, social welfare, and religious life in Indonesia. That's all from me. Sorry if there are any spelling mistakes. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.